guys, welcome back. So today what I want to do is I want to do the roundup review on the Shop Hush haul. I have to be honest, I almost completely forgot about this. There have been so many other things coming up and that I've been wanting to film and get out for you that I kind of sort of really genuinely forgot about this. But either way, I've had enough time to finally use everything, so it's the perfect time to do the haul update. Hopefully I can get to this pretty quickly because it's pretty basic stuff and it's pretty easy to get straight through. So now I'm going to grab every single pencil style item at once and let you know. I do love both of the Jordana easy liners that I picked up. I have this blue one called Sterling Blue and I have this green one called Sea Green. I do like the green more than I like the blue. The blue I wished was a little bit darker. I feel like it didn't have a lot of staying power. Even though I did try to set it once with one of the shadows from the Jaclyn Hill palette, it still seemed to just kind of fade away throughout the day. I'm not really sure what that was about, but I wish it had a little more staying power. The green, however, did have more staying power. However, I felt like the green, it's just so hard to explain. Maybe if I swatched it, it'll help, but the green doesn't look so much exactly like the green in the tube, but it has more like a teal green color, not so much this straight emerald green. So my preference would have been more for the green that's on the color of the tube itself. Otherwise, good, just again, not the color I was hoping for. As far as all the lip liners go, they are supposed to work for either lips or eyes. I bought these three specifically just for lip liners. If no one saw the original Shop Hush haul, they all have their own sharpeners at the top, which I absolutely love. They work beautifully. They go on incredibly creamy. I have a nude one here. I have a burgundy one here, or more like a wine colored one. And then I have a cherry red one. And I go, you know, I put them on with the corresponding liquid lips or lipsticks, and they work beautifully. And again, those sharpeners that are attached make them perfect. Oh, by the way, that was from the brand She Makeup. Never heard of it before until shopping on Shop Hush, and I think that was a win. So moving on, this is from a brand called Clean Color that I've only ever heard of on Shop Hush, and this is the Mellow Gel Liquid Like Eye Pencil. It's supposed to be a matte, waterproof 12-hour wear pencil. I don't know about it being a 12-hour pencil. I've never worn it for 12 hours, but it is a matte brown pencil. It does go on pretty easily. Excuse me. It does go on pretty easily. It is a nice dark brown. It does sit in the waterline nicely. I don't find any fading or anything like that. I wish, I feel like everything is good, but there's always an I wish at the end. I just wish it was more obviously brown because it's such a dark brown that it comes off looking almost black. And I was specifically looking for a good matte brown. It is a very good eyeliner regardless, but I just wish it was more obviously brown because I'm trying to look for browns that will soften up the looks that I want to do without looking so startling being such a solid color. Which is funny because I'm usually talking about how much I like solid black, matte black, and everything else, but this time I was actually looking for a brown. Moving along, so cat eyeliner from Jordana. This is a liquid liner, and this was a nice soft like seafoam green going on there. This was beautiful. I used this in one of my videos. I can't remember which off the top of my head right now, but I love this. It goes on, as you saw, it goes on very smooth. It lasts long. It has a very beautiful green color. As you can see, it has the teeniest, tiniest gold flecks in it. So there's just kind of like this sheen of gold in the green itself. Trust me, it looks much better in person than it does on camera. But it's such a beautiful green and a beautiful color. And I love doing details added to my eye looks with that because it ends up looking so, so nice. I also picked up this Glow Sticks lip gloss from Jessie's Girl. This thing is terrible. I tried to use it as a lip topper. I tried to use it by itself. First of all, I've used this thing probably about 3 times trying to work with it. It's almost gone. It looks very deceiving because it looks in the package like there's a big old gloss. There's the teeniest little tube on the actual inside of that. And there's so little product. it goes on like just this, I don't know, green iridescent thing, and it looks kind of purple. It shifts purple in certain lights. As a lip topper, all you can see is that green. Like for some reason, any lip color you put it on top of just takes away whatever iridescence it has to it, and it just looks straight up green. I don't know what it is. It's not the most comfortable thing on the lips either, so that was a definite fail. I was not digging that at all. Next up are these Cara lashes. It says it was 100% human hair. Whether or not it was, these lashes were a fail. The band was very, very stiff. It didn't want to bend to my eye shape. It did, even after sitting there kind of wiggling it back and forth. I even took one of my brushes and wrapped it around it for a second to give it shape. It would not hold the shape. It kept popping up on the inner corners. It was incredibly annoying, and just I didn't want to work with it anymore. These I'm going to toss as soon as I'm done with this video, because those were totally not worth it. These three loose pigments right here, the green, the blue is my absolute favorite, and the white, they're all three gorgeous. They work so well on their own. They work so well as an eyeshadow topper. These are some beautiful colors with some beautiful payoff, and I find that I like applying them most with my fingertips and even blending with my fingertips. But even if you use a brush, they'll still work beautifully. But these are so nice. I have Pine Tree, White Pearl, and Deep Ocean. If you're interested in these, just remember that White Pearl actually has a yellow undertone to it, and a yellow iridescence that shines through. So not exactly pure white. But these, all three, and these are from the brand Malibu Glitz, and they're called metallic shadows. They're beautiful. All three of them absolutely gorgeous. Moving on from there, the City Color Intense Shine palette. Everything in here is either a pressed pigment or pressed glitter. I use this in my Target haul, the Target beauty boxes, and I also used it again when I did the recreation of that look, which was like jade dragon inspired. I love the way that this works. I love the colors in here, whether you're applying with a brush or applying with your fingertips. They work beautifully. I was not expecting that. The two greens that are in here are my favorites. The blue and the royal purple on the ends are also two beautiful colors. The pinks, not so much for me. And the straight up purples, not so much for me. The white looks the chunkiest and the most glittery. I only really use that as an inner corner highlight, but for the most part, all the colors in there are surprisingly good and had such good payoff. I totally was not expecting that, but was definitely pleasantly surprised. And then last but not least is the Inferno palette, which I believe was supposed to be a dupe for what? The Naked Heat palette. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. I mean, nothing to write home about. The colors, again, are nothing super exciting, nothing that you won't find in other palettes. You can work with them. Some of them take a little longer to blend out. Some of the colors were a little lackluster, like this one called White Hot, this one called Baked. They were just like, whatever. I did end up liking Smolder a lot. I found that Ignite seemed a little chunkier than I was expecting, and so did Ignite and Blaze were the two that I wasn't expecting. Lit and Flames worked pretty well. Overall, it's an okay palette. If you were interested in Naked Heat and you didn't really want to get it, this would be a good alternative. But is it anything that I would rave about or be super excited about? No. Is it workable? Yes. Do the colors perform well? Some of them do. Some of them you'll have to put extra effort into working with. But overall, for the money and for what you're getting, not bad. So that was the roundup. Hopefully I kept it short and sweet. If you have any extra questions about anything that I mentioned here, any more information you would like, please ask down below. I'll be more than happy to answer them for you. That's all that I have for you today. If you haven't already, please comment, rate, subscribe, or ring that little bell. That's important. And you all have an amazing weekend wherever you are. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.